The atonement is the act by which Jesus Christ took upon himself all of our sins and transgressions, and really it can be kind of abstract and hard to understand sometimes, hard to relate to ourselves. I had a professor once, his name was Stephen Robinson, and he told a story that kind of made this very clear for me. It was called The Parable of the Bicycle, and in it he talks about his daughter. When she was younger, she really wanted this perfect bike, and he told her that if she saved up all of her pennies and nickels, that she would one day have enough money for that bike. And so a few weeks goes by, and he forgets about it, but one day he hears a clinking in a jar in the other room. He goes in and looks, and he sees that it's his daughter, and he says, "Oh, what are you doing?" And she says, I'm collecting all of my pennies and nickels so I can buy this bike." And he says, he was very touched by this, and he says, "Well, why don't you come with me and we'll go to the bike store and we'll see what we can find." So they go to the bicycle shop, and she finds the perfect one. She goes over and looks at the price tag and turns it over and immediately begins to cry. She saw that the price was $100, and he asked her, "Well, how much do you have?" And she said, she brought out all of the money that she had been saving for weeks, and saw that she had $1.65. And she was sad and heartbroken that all her savings could come to nothing, would not be enough to buy this bike. And so he gave her a hug and said, "Why don't you give me all that you have, and the bike is yours?" And I think that this really applies to us, that we bring all that we have to the table, and Christ can make up the difference. It doesn't matter if we have $1.65 or $3 or even 25 cents. Christ will make up the difference. And it brings me so much hope in my life to know that I can be perfect with Him. It's not of myself that I can do this, but with Him I can do anything.